So I want to talk about 2020 that is nearing an end. And one of the things that I really want to highlight in tonight's talk as we delve into what to expect for 2021 is a lot of people are having emotional impact as the year has unfolded and we're moving into now the beginnings of 2021, and the question is, what are we going to be expecting in 2021? And we've got a lot of unresolved issues kind of all over the map, personally, politically, health wise, socially. All these different things are impacting us kind of all at one time. And it's been a very different year. It's been a very different dynamic because usually people have just a challenge or two. They have something that they have to kind of rise up above a certain perception, a certain way of being, a certain way of expressing themselves and learning and growing and expanding. But this year has been very different because we've been kind of hit from a variety of fronts, a variety of angles, from all these different perspectives that have really challenged the foundation a lot of who we and what we think we are, what our reality is. And do we buy into what the media says? Do we buy into the collective unconscious on what they say, how we should behave, how we should act, we think? And we've gotten so much, in the past, we've gotten bombarded by so many different messages that, but this year is different because this year has been so concentrated and so focused and so intentional, and it's been kind of a battering ram on our psyche that so many people this year have had a level of depression. They've had a level of anxiety that they didn't necessarily have the year before. This year in 2020 has really brought to the forefront the heightened levels of anxiety that people have been feeling just kind of under the surface, and now it's in the surface, it's in their face. And people are dealing with life and death issues, they're dealing with financial issues, they're dealing with health issues, they're dealing with psychological issues, they're dealing with self-esteem issues, they're dealing with social issues, they're dealing with personal issues. I mean, really, it's been kind of a boiling pot of stuff. And here's the thing that I think most people have kicked to the curb and they've forgotten all about, and that's gratitude. People have been so indoctrinated into the doom and gloom of this year that so many of us have failed to take a step back and take a look and see, what are you grateful for? Because there's so much in this environment in 2020 that has dropped our vibration, that we need to raise it up and see, what do you really have? Did you get a new job? Do you have a car that you enjoy? Do you have people that you love and that love you? Do you have pets? Do you have money in the bank? Do you have food on the table? Do you have your physical health? Do you have the freedom to come and go in your car, or walk down the street, or whatever it is that you want to do? Do you have the ability to exercise in your home? Do you have the ability to turn on the TV and watch your favorite movie or watch your favorite program? What are you grateful for? Do you have the ability to order in? Do you have the ability to go online and order your food from the grocery store and have it delivered? You don't even have to worry about going there and messing with traffic and parking. And even with the holidays here, are you grateful that you can at least order something online if that's what you choose to do? You can go to these online vendors and you can say, oh, I want this item for this person, that item for that person, I want something for me. And are you grateful that you can pay for it, and that some of these vendors, they can get it to you the next day, so it's almost like instant gratification. But here's the thing, we've got to be able, in order to make sure that 2021 is a successful year for us, You've got to have that vibration lifted. You've got to have that level of anticipation to say, what am I honestly grateful? It doesn't matter what's happening around the world. It doesn't matter what's happening, with the next president. It doesn't matter what's happening, in your local communities. It's what are you grateful for specifically? How is your life enriched? How are you growing? How are you expanding? How are you feeling these things? See, it's so easy to feel the doom and gloom of what's happening around us. But the most important thing is to say, dial it back in and say, how can I feel grateful for the breath I just took? The fact that my heart's beating, the fact that I can smell and I can taste and I have a normal temperature and I'm healthy and I've got my vision and I've got all my senses and I've got my teeth and I've got the my clothes and I've got the ability to produce this video and to feel these things, not just say them out of rote, but to feel it, to take a moment to close your eyes and say, oh, I made an amazing lunch today, and to remember what it tasted like and to feel the gratitude that I have something that nourished my body and I can make a choice. I could choose one thing over another. I could have water or I could have a cup of coffee. I could have a salad or I could have pizza. I could have pretty much whatever I wanted. And are you grateful for the choices that you currently have? To go into 2021 with a spirit of gratitude, not doom and gloom, not pessimism, because it doesn't matter what happens in the world around us. As long as we maintain our vibration, we keep our vibration high, then we can attract in those things that are of a like vibration, and we can continue to keep expanding and keep growing and keep loving and keep sharing and keep being who our true authentic selves are instead of succumbing to the collective unconscious, not to fall for the trap. See, that's why you guys are here learning this technique, learning this skill so you can stand out above and beyond the other people that are around us, to stand out beyond the collective unconscious, to say, I'm not going with that crowd. I'm going to blaze my own trail, and I'm gonna reap the benefits and the rewards of being able to rise above, to be happy, to be fulfilled, to have a life of magic, to have a life of miracles, to have a life of blessings, to make not only 2020 or 2021 an amazing year, but to finish out this year in a higher vibrational state. It doesn't matter how you felt the preceding months, but how are you going to finish out this year to set the stage for next year? And that's what you really need to focus on, is what are you truly grateful for?